Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the English class. Myself, Tamanna Rahman, Assistant Teacher of Dhaka Match Industries Secondary School. Hope you all are fit and fine by the grace of Allah. And yes, I am fine too. Today we are going to learn a new lesson from the book English Grammar and Composition classes 9 and 10. So, we are going to start with the chapter Unit 4 and Lesson 1. That is simple present tense, which we learned in the previous class. Okay, so friends, we had the lesson of simple present tense and the formation of simple present tense, making question, and we had 3 rules of making question and making negative. We had 2 rules of making a negative from the simple present tense. And now the facts and descriptions which are included in the use. The simple present tenses. Simple present tenses are used for facts and description. We have 3 examples here. So my dear friends, the first one is milk is white. We all know that milk is white. Okay, so this is the fact. Milk is white. We can say that. And then I am a teacher. Okay, milk is white and then I am a teacher. She likes romantic movies. The descriptive sentences are she likes romantic movies. So the first one is facts. Milk is white. The second one is I am a teacher. And the third one is descriptive. She likes romantic movies. Okay? So here we have the verbs. Milk is white. Here is the verb. And I am a teacher. Here am is the verb. And she likes romantic movies. Likes the verb. So is, am and likes. These verbs are simple present form. Okay, are of simple present form. So in facts and description we usually use, or we always use, the simple present form. Now the situations we see as long as the term of permanent. Situations we see as long term or permanent. We have 2 examples here. Tanim lives in Dhaka. Tanim is the subject here and lives the verb. The verb lives here is of present, simple present tense. Situations we see as long term or permanent. So Tanim lives in Dhaka. It can be permanent. He works in a business firm. Here works. Work is a verb and he is the subject. He subject, work verb. So work is the of simple present form. Tanim lives in Dhaka in the first sentence and he works in a business firm. In the second sentences, lives and works are of the simple present form, which describe the situations we see as long term or permanent. In the third rule, we may know that, friends, the habits and the repeated actions are of simple present tense. Okay, so simple present tense with the habits and repeated actions. Habits are those what we do regularly is our habit. The repeated action is also And the repeated actions are the verbs which are done repeatedly but not regularly. Okay, it's not must that it will be regularly. So we have two examples here. The first one is she takes the bus to work. She takes the bus to work. So my dear friends, in this sentence we see that when she is going to work, she is using bus as the transportation. When you are coming to the school, you may walk, or you are using the cycle, or you may take a rickshaw or auto bike. Okay, so what are you using is the, it may be the repeated action. Okay, Friday is a holiday and the 6 days if you are coming to school you are using the same thing and the actions are repeated, so we are using the simple present form of the verbs to describe your work, to describe our work. Okay friends, and in the second sentence, she usually visits her parents on Fridays. Okay, she usually visits her parents on Fridays. So visit here is of the simple present form. So in this rule we just learned that habits and repeated actions use the simple present form. Okay, and now the next rule is schedules and timetables. Okay, we all know about that. It's a very common issue. The first example, let's see. The train leaves at 7 a.m. tomorrow. The train leaves at 7 a.m. tomorrow. That means tomorrow the train is leaving at 7 a.m. Okay, and then the exams start next week. The exams start next week. So this may be the timetable. Okay, we are known, it's an information for us. We are known about the exam schedules and the departure of the train from the station. So in this, the description of the schedules or timetables of any fact, use the simple present form. Okay, simple present form. And the next rule here, statements about the future after when and if. Okay, statements about the future after when and if. So in the first example we see that when I see her tomorrow, or if I see her tomorrow, I will tell her everything. Okay, so friends, normally we use this type of sentence in our day-to-day life, isn't it? Statements about the future. Okay, here the word in the yellow color, the yellow mark, when or if I see, this is of simple present form. If I see her tomorrow, I will tell her everything. So I will tell her everything is of future indefinite tense or simple future tense. And if I see her tomorrow, here the verb see takes the simple present form. So friends, the next sentence, in the next sentence, he always reads the newspaper in the morning. He always reads the newspaper in the morning. Here, the word always, okay, that means regularly. He reads the newspaper. This is the statements, okay, and we have the another Example, she often cooks meals. She often cooks meals for her roommate. Okay, here the word often. So the word in the sentence are common to be as simple present form. One is always and the other is often. If we see that in the sentence the word always or the word often is using, so that sentence will be the simple present tense. Okay, so friends, we have five we have some rules of the uses of simple present tenses. One is facts and descriptions. Situations we see as long term or permanent. Habits and repeated actions. Okay? Schedules and timetables. And the last one is statements about the future, after, when, and if. Okay? So, friends, now we have some exercise. And if we do these works regularly or by repeated action, it will be easy for us to understand or to be fluent in this topic. Okay? So, we have we have five sentences here and the answers are here. So what will you have to do? You will have to make the questions of the answers. Okay, so you will have to make the question. The first sentence is, Mr. Ahmed is a writer. I'm really sorry that I use that A and that is a small. You'll have to put a capital A here because it's a name. Mr. Ahmed is a writer. The second sentence, he usually gets up early in the morning. The first one is Mr. Ahmed is a writer. It's a sentence. This is descriptive and you will have to ask a question. Okay, the second one, he usually gets up early in the morning. This is an information. You will have to make a question for this answer. The third one is no, he mostly works at home. Okay, no, it will be a comma, sorry. He mostly works at home. So you'll have to make a question for the number 3 answer. Number 4, Mrs. Ahmed grows vegetables in her garden. So you will have to make a question here for this answer. Mrs. Ahmed grows vegetables in her garden. They are in their mid-40s. Okay, we had a passage at the first of the previous class where we looked that Mr. Ahmed and Mrs. Ahmed, they are a couple and they are a family. They are a family and they are in their mid-40s. Okay, so you will have to make a question for these 5 answers. Okay, friends. Now we have the rearrange here. There are some words in a sentence, but this is jumbled up. And whatever you will have to do, that is, you will have to rearrange these words to make a meaningful sentence. Okay, so the first one is often to library he goes. You will have to correct that. Okay, these are jumbled up and you will have to correct to make a meaningful sentence. The second one is romantic she novels reads usually. Okay, so these are also jumbled up and this is not any meaningful sentence. Whatever you will have to do, you will have to make it a meaningful sentence by using or by setting at first the subject and then the verb and then the others. Okay, We all know that the subject will be at first. So then the next, football once a week play we. Football once a week play we. So friends, these are three sentences. The words are jumbled up here and you will have to correct or you will have to set up the words to make a meaningful sentence. Okay, you will have to make three meaningful sentences. And the last one, we have the matching. We have two columns here, column A and column B. Okay, so in column A we have some sentences and we'll have to match the sentences with what? With the context, with what? The statements, the context. What may be the fact? What type of sentences it is? The first one is he goes jogging in the morning every day. He goes jogging in the morning every day. Okay, all the sentences here of simple present form. So you'll have to match the sentences of column A with the words or situations of the column B. The first one is he goes jogging in the morning every day. Then oil floats on water. Oil floats on water. The train to Sylhet leaves at 11 a.m. She collects coins. Dash and dash, yes. Mushfiqur makes a boundary. And yes, Mushfiqur makes a boundary. They work in a garments factory. I'll explain it to her when she comes back. The president meets the EU delegates. Okay, so we have 8 concepts here. Okay, we have left-handed 8 sentences in a simple present in column A, and column B are the 8 contexts. The first one is present situation. Okay, the sentence of column A, which will be the present situation, will be matched with the present situation. The next one is habits. Then routine actions, general truths, statements about the future after, when or if, schedules or timetables, newspaper headlines on recent events, commentaries on sports or current events. So we are repeating the repetition of column B here for you friends. Present situation, habits, routine actions, general truths, statements about the future after, when or if, schedules or timetables, newspaper headlines on recent events, commentaries on sports or current events. Okay, so friends, this is it. This is the end of the lesson today. Take care of yourself and do your homework properly. All the best for you. Thank you.